Hey guys, Mo here. Hope everyone's enjoying their Friday evening. Tonight's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to do any discussions on any vaping articles that I read during the course of the week, and I'm not going to be doing a juice review. Tonight I'm going to be doing a review on a mod. It's my first time ever, so bear with me here. The mod we're going to be reviewing tonight is the Aspire Archon Dual 18650 mod. As I stated, this thing is the Aspire Archon. It's a wonderful little device from the guys over there at Aspire. It's a dual 18650 mod. The cover has a magnetic back. Comes off pretty easy, slides on and off, fairly simple, but it still stays in place. You turn it around there, you can see the two batteries there, dual 18650. Now what I like about this is, you can see it's on currently now. There's a little hole in the back, so what I can do is I can actually just punch that little hole out and take my two batteries out, which is pretty convenient for unloading your batteries if you're trying to get quick. Now the spring loaded down there in the bottom, you can see they're very, very good. They're good quality. They don't rip your batteries or anything like that. This cool feature that I like, I'm forever changing my batteries all the time and forgetting to turn my mod back on. But as you can see, as soon as I put the batteries back in, bang, the mod fires up right away. I don't need to worry about clicking it to turn it on before I go ahead and hit my vape. We'll put that back on there. Now this device here is 150 watts. You can see it's very small and it's extremely light. However, with that being said, even though it's a small device and it's a light device, it is packed with a ton of safety features, and it gives an amazing vape. It fits really nice in the hand. It's not too big. You can see my Velocity RDA there fits pretty much perfectly. There's a little bit of an overhang there, but it's like a millimeter, not even. It's like less than a millimeter overhang. Just a slight overhang. Some people are super OCD and that would drive them crazy. Me, it's not so much. It doesn't really bother me a whole lot. Now, as I say, this thing is packed with safety features, all kinds of features. Now, here's the box that it comes in. Nice little box. As you can see here, you open it up. You have the contents here, so you get your phone. So you get your Aspire Archon user manual. You get a warranty card with the information. And you get the micro USB charging cable. Now, the micro USB charging cable can be used to upgrade the firmware via the micro USB port on the front. However, it can also be used to charge the device as well, and it does offer pass-through charging. So, if you're short of cash, you can't afford an external battery charger for your 18650s, you can charge it using the USB charging cable, and it does have pass-through charging, so you can use it, so you can vape while it is charging. So we'll go ahead, put the cord back in the box there, as well as the warranty card. I always like to keep that stuff. Now the user manual, it's pretty straightforward. It's not really in-depth. As you can see here, you open it up, it shows your specifications on one side, and then it gives you a run through of the different buttons and the features of each button do on the other side. Now the specs for this, it's a watt range of 1 to 150 watts. The voltage output is anywhere between 0 to 8.5 volts. The resistance parameters in both wattage mode and in temperature control mode, yes, that's right, it does pack temperature control. In both wattage mode and temperature control mode, it will fire resistances as low as 0.05 ohms. All the way up to 3.5 ohms. So, I mean, you know, you're getting into some serious sub ohm when you're getting down to 0.05 ohms. The maximum output under the bypass mode is 150 watts. Your continuous fire time can be adjusted anywhere between 5 seconds to 15 seconds. The screen is a 0.86-inch OLED screen, very bright. You can do your firmware. The dimensions are 23.4 by 50 by 88 millimeters, and it's a dual 18650 battery. Now, in your temperature control, the temperatures do range from 200 degrees to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, and if you want to go in Celsius, that's 100 to 315 Celsius. And it has a lot of great protection features here as well. Automatic cutoff, short circuit protection, low resistance protection, overheat protection, overcharge protection, over discharge protection, and reverse battery polarity. So just some of the that's just, you know, some of the features and the specs of the Archon. I'm not going to go through this whole manual here. I'll put it a little closer. There is the little table of, you know, the buttons, what they do. You can see, you can lock it, you can set child, you can set a child lock, you can change your logo, you can get into the TCR settings, which is your temperature coefficient resistances. Basically all that'll do, that will detect the that'll work inside with the coil, so that you can set the coefficient resistances of the temperature, and basically as the coil heats up, the resistance will not change. The resistance will actually drop a little bit as the coil gets hotter and hotter and hotter instead of the resistance going up. So it is a pretty cool feature. It's not bad at all. You can see there on the front, you have the big button there is your fire button. You have the W button for wattage. You have the T button for temperature control. There's your screen. And you have your up and your down arrows respectively. And of course your micro USB charging cable there. So one cool feature, like I said, is the fact that if you do have kids, you can put a child lock on it. To do the child lock, you simply press the W button and the down button at the same time. There's a screen. It'll ask you to input the password. Now, this out of the box, it is programmed with a password. The password by default is 000, and you can easily reset it just by pressing the up arrow, going all the way over, and then you'll see an option there that says reset. You click on that and it will reset it, and then it will ask you to input the old password, which is the 000, and then it will ask you to select a new password. Once you do that, at any time, if you want to turn the child lock on after you set the password, you just simply press the watt button and the minus button at the same time, and it'll ask you to insert your password. So then you just use the keys to go over, insert the password. To enter it, it's the fire button. So I'm not going to tell you what my password is, but at this point now you can see it is locked. So when it's locked, anything, then you can get up, you can go away, you can leave it on your desk. If you got kids, you don't need to worry, because they're going to come over, they try to press the button, they'll get that lock symbol on the screen. They try to press the up and down arrows, the temperature, wattage mode, anything they try to do, it's now completely locked down. So if you do have kids, whether they be super small or, you know, like school age, and maybe, you know, they're just curious and busy, they come over, they grab your device, they cannot fire it. Great safety feature. Really impressed with that as well. So to get out of that, all you do is you hold down the wattage button and the fire button. It'll take you back to the screen, and you just go ahead and re-enter your password. Once you re-enter your password and hit fire, it's now unlocked. And as you can see now, I can fire it, and you can see that it gets fired. So overall, really great device. Like I said, super lightweight, super compact, packed with a ton of safety features. There's just so many, I can't go through it here. When you do press the wattage button, it will allow you to switch to wattage, to volts, to bypass mode, which is pretty much disables everything, all safety features, and makes it run, makes it work like a mech mod. And then you press it again, you have your C1, C2, and C3, and what those are, you can actually set your ramp up time. So if you use a couple of different tanks on the same device, if you use a dripper, you can actually go in and you can customize the ramp up time for the coils on the dripper, and then you can preset it so that it's stored there. So when you use your dripper, you can go to that presetting mode, and it'll use that particular ramp up time, and it will be the same ramp up time no matter how full or how empty your batteries are. Really great feature. You can do 3 of those, and same with the TCR settings. You press the temperature control, it'll scroll through the different ones. Now this is the only time you'll ever see this message, when you do try to switch and press the temperature control button to go to temperature control. So it's a new coil. It has your nickel, has your titanium, and it's got your stainless steel. Then after that, it goes to your memory 1, your memory 2, and your memory 3. So once again, if you use temp control, you can go ahead, you can set different temperatures for different coils that you use, and then that way it's automatically stored in memory and it's preset. So when you fire in your coil, you can just go and you can just switch to the temperature control that's already in memory, and that's what it's gonna, and it will lock it in for you. Overall, great device. In order to do the firmware update, you just got to simply visit the website. It's aspireesig.com/download. You go there. You can see then at that point in time, you'll see the Archon firmware update. You click on that, you download it, you hook it up via USB to your computer. You can download the update. Now, the newest version of the firmware update, I do believe, will actually give you a more organized menu setting than just, you know, specific button combinations. So that way you can access all the settings through a menu. I do like that. I probably am going to upgrade to go ahead and see how that is. And if I do, I'll definitely post an updated review on the mod itself. Other than that, I don't really know too much just what else to say about this. I would, like I said, I definitely suggest you guys check it out. It's an awesome device. And I'm going to go ahead and leave you tonight. We're going to go ahead and see how it fires using the Velocity RDA dual Clapton coils, 5 wraps apiece, coming at 0.3 ohms at around 110 watts. Absolutely amazing, guys. Hits like a champ. No ramp up time at all. One thing I did want to mention before I do go, which I forgot to mention, you can see there my screen is that way. If I flip the mod, the screen will automatically rotate no matter which way the mod is. So I can switch the mod that way and it will go one way. I flip it up and now you can see by flipping it up, it's back the other way. So the rotating screen is really good. So no matter which hand you hold it in, which way you hold it in, you can see what you're doing, and it's pretty clean as day. Other than that, guys, hope everyone enjoys their weekend. I'll be back next week with another juice review, probably some more comments and some articles and some things going on in the vaping community. Until next time, vape on and take her easy. Peace, guys.